Lost in conversation. Lost in conversation. Lost in conversation.
All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Lost in Conversation. I am here with a special guest today, the first time on the show, Mr. Eric. How's it going, man?
Pretty good. How are you, sir?
So we're here to talk about everything Star Wars. Eric, who I feel is an expert on the subject,
Yes.
you say he's a Jedi.
Leading towards the Sith.
It is time for Star Wars trivia.
Let's do this.
Dude, I got like 28 questions, man.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Let's do this. Yeah.
I totally surprised Eric on this.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I feel like I should have like a bell, like when you get one wrong or right. Oh well.
Ding.
All right, trivia question number 1. Vader cuts off Luke's left or right hand?
Oh shit. I believe it is the right.
That is correct, sir. Way to start off.
I actually did not know that. I couldn't remember.
Really?
Yeah.
Obi-Wan learned to become one with the Force from who?
Qui-Gon Jinn.
That's correct, sir. How tall is Chewbacca?
Gosh, it's got to be close to 7 foot. 6'8". Let's go with 6'8".
The correct answer is 8'11".
8'11". God.
That is crazy. All right, young Anakin Skywalker pod raced in the...
Phantom Menace.
What was the name of the event that he was in?
The Boonta Eve Classic.
Dude, that's amazing, man. What color laser do TIE fighters shoot?
Green.
That's correct, sir. Who did Leia kiss first? Ooh, romantic. This is Eric's
Luke.
romantic side.
She kissed Luke, her brother, which is really weird.
That is weird. That is correct. How do you feel about that?
Hey, if she's not my sister, and you know it's 1980, I'm throwing the wood to her. So
Wow.
what's the rating on this?
This got
podcast?
real adult real fast on that one.
We can have adult conversation.
Han Solo's trusty blaster is a...
DL-44.
Yeah, man.
You'll know that if you play Battlefront.
And Eric's a huge Battlefront. All right.
Yeah, I'm liking that.
What is the name of Luke's childhood best friend who later served alongside him in the rebellion?
Biggs Darklighter.
Yeah, that is a cool last name, right?
Yeah, it is a rocking last name.
Who's is that on the
Darklighter.
movie? I'm trying to remember him. Is he on any of the movies or no?
If you look at the deleted scenes of A New Hope,
You're going deleted scenes right here. That's what I'm
on
talking about.
Tatooine, he's talking to Luke about the Alliance and say, "Hey, we've made a contact in the Rebel Alliance, and we're gonna go join the Rebels." And
That's
fight
only
the
deleted
Empire.
scenes?
That's a deleted scene. They're on Tatooine, and Biggs is his uniform on. He's got a cape. He's rocking the mustache, the really weird, mustache.
This is just amazing. In how many forms of communication is C-3PO fluent?
800 forms of communication, right? Is it 800 or 8 million or
Over 6 million?
6 million? Oh, yeah, that sucks.
Han Solo obtains the rank of what during the Galactic Civil War?
He eventually gets general.
That's correct.
Empire Strikes Back to the captain.
Yoda is blank when he passed away. How old?
Oh, he's 900 years old. You will be. Look as good. You will not.
Yes. Man, you're on fire, man. Lando lost his Millennial Falcon to Han Solo during a...
Sabak game. It's kind of like Star Wars version of poker. It's a card game.
Yeah. So in a bet.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You lost her to me fair and square.
Nice. How old is Padme when she becomes queen?
She was a teenager. 14, I think.
Yeah.
Was it 14?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, Obi-Wan Kenobi was born on the planet of...
Oh shoot, I don't remember the name of the planet. It's Xandar or something like that.
Stoojan?
Stoojan.
Yeah.
I don't know. We might have to fact check that because I'm not sure about
Ask
that.
the Google machine.
Yeah.
All right, what color lasers do the X-Wing shoot?
Red.
That's correct. All right, Yoda claims that Luke's training will not be complete until he...
Wait, who claims what?
Yoda
Oh.
claims that Luke's training is not complete until he...
Confronts Vader.
Yes, faces Darth Vader, yes. What is Princess Leia's last name?
Organa Solo.
That's correct. What is the name of the droid that serves Obi-Wan and Jyn
Qui-Gon Jinn.
at the beginning of Episode 1?
R4. Is it R4? Wait, the droid.
Yeah.
It's on the droid ship. Damn, I don't know.
TC-14?
TC-14, yeah, that's it. I didn't get that one.
All right, what planet does Padme represent?
Naboo.
Yes. All right, what weapon does Chewie have?
Crossbow. Wookiee bowcaster.
That's what I'm talking about. Where did Princess Leia live?
Princess Leia lived... Oh, she lived on Alderaan.
Yes. Dude, you know your stuff, man. This is crazy. Who is Leia's adopted father?
Bail Organa.
Yeah, Senator.
Senator Bail Organa.
Yeah. What lives on Endor?
Ewoks.
Yes. What do the rebels ride on in Hoth?
Tauntauns.
Yes. Is that was that the one that Luke cut open to stay warm in?
Yeah,
That's it?
That's Han Solo took his lightsaber and cut it open, so this may smell bad, kid, but it'll keep you warm till I get the shelter built.
So that's what that was, okay.
Yeah.
All right. What are the lightsaber colors?
Jedi blue and green and purple for Mace Windu.
Nice.
And the Sith have red.
That's correct. How was the Millennial Falcon broken throughout episode... Crap. 4? Was it? No.
How was it broken? Oh, the
Yeah.
hyperdrive wouldn't work.
Yes, the hyperdrive was broken. All right. You ready for this one?
Yeah.
Who killed Darth Vader?
He died when he threw the Emperor over the rail. And the Force lightning went back onto Vader, so I would say Palpatine killed him.
Yes, that's
right.
correct. This is the last question and the most important one. Who's better with the crossbow, Daryl Dixon or Chewie?
I'm going Chewie.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, Daryl Dixon's pretty good.
Yeah, he's pretty good, but Chewie gets a lot more shots off than Dixon does.
Oh, does he? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so we have with us the Last Jedi poster, one of the posters, and we're just kind of looking at it right now. It looks really cool.
Yeah. What do you want to know?
Well, Rey.
Rey's in the background with the staff. She's still having the staff.
Okay, so it's got Poe right dead center, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's a pretty powerful spot to be in right there.
Yeah, I think he's going to die in The Last Jedi. I
You
hope
do?
not. I hope not. He's a great actor. I think he's really
I like
he's
this
really
character.
cool. Yeah, he's got good hair. He's a very handsome man. too.
He's got the Hollywood. It's
Yeah,
almost kind of like
He kind of ruined the X-Men though, because he was Apocalypse, and that movie kind of stunk.
he's almost like a cool. I want to say Han Solo cool, but still pretty cool, you know?
Yeah, he's got some Han Solo swag to him.
Yeah,
he's a cool guy. I think
He was the first guy that they focused on in the Force Awakens, right?
Another backstory to Force Awakens. He
Yeah.
begged the director and producers, please don't kill me, please don't kill me.
Really?
Originally, he was supposed to die in the TIE fighter crash.
That would suck because I thought he seems like a good actor and he seems exciting.
Yeah, he seemed like a really cool guy to have around him, but they didn't kill him, so that was good. But I think I don't think he makes it to the end of the Last Jedi. I hope he does.
You don't think so?
But, well, somebody's got to die, and
Okay.
obviously, I think Leia's not going to make
Someone
it.
has to die.
I think
has to
Leia's
die.
not going to make it.
Well,
not
makes-
just because she passed away
Yeah.
in our life. Yeah.
It makes sense to kill her off. I'm really sad because I heard she was supposed to have a bigger part in the next one.
Yeah.
It also has Chewie. Chewie's on the poster. He's without his buddy now, so that's kind of gonna be kind of sad.
Well,
for him,
his new partner in crime is going to be Rey. They're
Rey?
going to have the Millennium Falcon together. Rey's obviously an ace pilot. She drove the wheels off the Falcon in The Force Awakens by herself, which was really awesome. So yeah, I think even beyond Episode 9, there might be stories to be told about Rey and Chewie. You know,
Okay.
possibly, hopefully, I hope so.
And then Finn. What's
Finn, FN 2817, whatever his name is. I think he'll see it to Episode 9.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of fan theories or internet theories that he is possibly also a Jedi. I don't see him having force powers, to be honest with you.
The two that have been in every Star Wars movie,
3PO and R2.
R2D2.
Yeah.
They were on the movie for like 2 seconds in The Force Awakens.
Yeah. They really didn't, they didn't need, well, R2 had to wake up because he knew where Luke was. I mean, he had the completed map.
They were in Rogue One, right? I know they make a
No.
big deal about them being every.
They had an appearance in Rogue One.
Oh, they did?
A brief, quick appearance in Rogue One. Yes, they did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
and something else you don't know if you don't watch the show Star Wars Rebels, the
Yeah.
animated TV show. Their ship, the Ghost, was in Rogue One too. Twice they were. They
Their
were
Ghost?
yeah, their ship is called the Ghost.
Now, what do you think about this robot? He seems to be like a cute little.
Robot. What robot?
I'm sure he sells the
Oh, BB-8. Yeah,
BB-8.
yeah. He's like the new R2.
Yeah, he's cool, man. Now, who's cool, him or R2?
I'm a big fan of the prequels as well, and the original trilogy. So yeah, I like R2.
Yeah,
a lot.
just I don't know, something about the original, right?
yeah.
But he's a cool little robot, though. I like
Yeah,
how he
he's-
just spins in the
Yeah,
head,
he just
like
rolls.
goes on it.
He rolls like a beach ball around.
What's his function?
He's like an astro droid, like R2.
Oh, he is? So is
Yeah.
that like you just, when you're flying your ship, you hook him up to the ship?
You hook him up to the ship. He's kind of like a co-pilot. He
Yeah.
could do repairs stuff.
That's cool. And
Yeah.
send important messages.
Yeah,
All right. And of course, you have, I'm so glad they brought the original guys back. So you have Luke, Mark Hamill.
yeah. I felt
With
like
a beard.
I felt like Force Awakens lacked some Mark Hamill, some Luke Skywalker.
I wanted to see more of him because I
I
wanted
would
to
have
see,
loved to see him at least in the second act of Force Awakens, but
because now we won't be able to see him and Han Solo in a scene together now.
yeah, that's a bromance that they should have kept going. I think.
I mean, he's got the beard. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do you think Rey is his daughter?
Yes, I think Rey
Really?
is Luke's daughter.
So we're going on record here that Eric is
I think so.
predicting
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
he's going to show her
He's going to train
the way
her.
of the Jedi.
He's going to train her to be a Jedi.
What did he mean when he said the Jedi? What did he say? The Jedi's
It's time for the
must-
Jedi to end.
in.
I have my own theories. I think
Okay.
the quote was not complete. I think he may have been saying something like it's time for the Jedi to end Snoke, or the Jedi to end the First Order, or the Jedi to end the Sith.
So he wasn't done with this.
That's what I
with his
think.
face.
I think
Okay.
they threw that in there to kind of get us thinking. But he might have actually meant that it's time for the Jedi to end, because if you don't have any Jedi, you don't have any Sith. It's kind of like this religion thing, and there's no heaven without a hell.
Oh,
you
really?
know. But I think there's always going to be Jedi and there's always going to be Sith because there's always going to be the Force. Sometimes, somewhere down the line, someone is going to be born with Force powers, and then you're going to either have a Jedi or a Sith, and then somebody's going to have to come up to take on that evil or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
So if there's no Jedi, like the whole thing is just done because there won't be any more Sith.
Well, it's a point that I'm bringing up that can't happen because
Okay.
there's always going to be the Force. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Force is always going to be, it's going to be there like air. Somebody's going to be born with Force powers, and they're either going to be using the good side of the Force or the dark side.
Now the supreme leader of Snook. The first
Snoke.
time I saw him, I was like, "This guy's like giant, like Lord of the Rings
Yeah,
giant."
it was crazy. Yeah.
But that was just like a
that
hologram.
was a hologram. Yeah.
Okay. Who is this guy?
Okay.
What's his
my
deal?
personal theory, what I think he is a Sith Lord named Darth Plagueis. Now, if you remember Darth Plagueis, Palpatine talks to Anakin about Darth Plagueis in Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
When Palpatine said that Plagueis' apprentice murdered him in his sleep.
Is this from Force Awakens?
No, this is from Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
Remember in the Opera House, Palpatine's talking to Anakin?
Yes.
And have you ever heard the tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Okay.
Snoke is Darth Plagueis, and Palpatine was actually his apprentice, and Palpatine murdered Snoke. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Okay.
He murdered Snoke, and then Snoke, being all powerful in the Force, what's his name, told him that he was so powerful in the Force that he can use the midichlorians to create life. Now
Wow.
he literally brought himself back to life.
This is
using the
deep.
dark side of the Force.
He brought himself back to life.
Yes.
That is
There's more to this theory too.
because he definitely says that like
is
he
really-
was killed.
Yeah, this
prior
is really
to
going
this.
to throw you for a loop when I say this. Darth Plagueis, also known as Leader Snoke,
Yeah.
is Anakin's father. Now,
What?
let me explain before you go into thinking. Leader Snoke is Anakin Skywalker's father, therefore he is Luke Skywalker's
Because
grandfather.
they never knew. The mom was just pregnant.
Yeah,
like,
The
kind of
mom
like
was-
the story of Jesus, how
Yeah, she
Mary
just
was
ended
pregnant.
up pregnant.
Right?
What Leader Snoke, I think, who is Darth Plagueis, went to Tatooine, used the midichlorians
wow.
to create life.
Wow.
And he created this life in Shmi Skywalker, knowing that he's going to be the chosen one,
Right.
and that he is going to be the chosen one for the dark side.
That is deep.
But I could be wrong on this. There's other theories as to who Snoke is.
What is he gonna do in the movie? Is he like alive, or is he
He's
just
alive. Yeah, he is. He is physical form now. Yes.
Do you think he'll make an appearance in this movie?
I think that he is going.
He has
to,
to,
make
right?
I think he's going to make an appearance, and to who he is and what he is going to be played out in the Last Jedi as well.
Right. And we gotta address, what'd you think of the character Maz?
Oh, the bar lady.
Yeah.
Maz.
Do you think that she was just like a one?
No,
So she'll be back, you think?
She knows a lot of history of of that universe, of that galaxy.
Yeah.
She'll probably make an appearance. Maybe she's joined the Resistance. I don't know. She could have done anything. Her boyfriend is Chewbacca, so.
I thought that was super cool how they did like the hologram. I'm sorry, is it General Hux? Is that right or no?
General Hux, yes.
Okay, I thought that was so cool how they brought him back like that. What'd you think about that when you saw it?
What, General Hux or the...
The actor that passed away, but they brought him back.
Oh, you're talking about Grand Moff Tarkin.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Peter Cushing, yeah. I thought it
How
was
cool was that?
I thought it was the real dude, man. I thought they
Really?
just found another old guy that looked exactly like him.
Yeah.
And that's how I thought they filmed the Rogue One movie. But yeah, that was wicked how they had him in there.
I thought it was sweet. And then the Princess Leia at the end?
I knew that was all CGI stuff.
Yeah, I actually saw the movie with my brother. I had to tell them that wasn't a real guy. And he was like, what?
Well, it was a real guy, but they used CGI to cover his face.
So, and in the bottom here has Kylo Ren with his awesome...
Cross-guarded
Lightsaber.
lightsaber, yes.
He's got the stormtroopers behind him like he's ready to wreak havoc.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of fan theory about Kylo Ren that he's possibly going to turn to the good side.
I've been hearing that too.
And I kind of hope
I've been hearing that too.
I kind of don't want them to do that because I just want them to stay evil.
I mean, I can see how it could happen because they have him pretty much so evil. I mean, the guy took his dad's life. I mean, you can't get any more evil than that.
Yeah, well,
And-
here's what I have to say on that. See, at the end of Force Awakens, Snoke told General Hux to return with Kylo Ren to complete his training.
Right.
I think to complete his training, he's going to have to murder his mother. And I think I think the First Order may have actually kidnapped Leia, took her to wherever that Snoke and the Knights of Ren are hanging, which I think is Vader's castle that was in Rogue One. Snoke,
that castle was awesome. I know what you're talking about.
Snoke and the Knights of Ren, that's where they're staying.
I love seeing Darth Vader back on the screen in Rogue One. That was awesome. I
that
would
was-
like to see more of
That
him.
was the best part of Rogue One was the end when
Dude, the
Vader was
end?
killing the rebel scum.
That was almost like a horror movie, dude. He was just freaking
It was
lighting them up.
It was the best. It was one of the best scenes in Star Wars history, I think.
Oh, that was awesing, yeah.
But I think
Sorry.
to
Okay, go
complete Kylo Ren's training, he is going to be required to murder his mother.
Which
And-
you'll be like, yeah, I can't
yeah, I'm
do
not
it.
doing this, and he's going to turn
Yeah.
against Snoke, and then there's going to be a big battle ensue, and he's going to have to escape with his mother, and his mother is already too badly wounded, and she dies.
Dang, man. I can see this happening, man. This is good predictions.
But there's also another thing that the Snoke finds the location of Luke and sends Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren to that location on Ahch-To to take out Luke. And this sounds like an awesome how it could play out in the movies, a battle between Luke and the Knights of Ren, and Luke takes them all out.
Yeah, you got me pumped to watch this movie,
Yes,
man.
that's going to be
Dude,
gonna be
it's coming
historic.
up, man. This is October, what, a couple more months?
December 19th, I think it is.
I've been hearing they're going to kind of copy the classic movies because they did in...
I heard that they pretty much redid Empire Strikes Back. The joke online is
Yeah.
that it's actually titled Star Wars: The First Order Strikes Back.
That's what I've been hearing too.
Which I heard the same thing about Force Awakens. They basically did A New Hope again,
Right.
which I don't agree with, and I don't see how they redo Empire Strikes Back in this movie with the Knights of Ren battle, the space battle that they have where Poe's X-wing actually blows up on the ship.
I have to say, I like Rey a lot, and
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see Luke as a Jedi with a lightsaber, dude. Like that, I want to see. I want to see that.
That's something that they brought up online. That as far as movie props go, Luke's lightsaber has not been seen anywhere in any kind of photos or whatever.
You think it might be a new color? That'd be pretty.
I think
crazy.
he may have used his father's. He may have used his father's lightsaber and took
Darth
out
Vader.
the Kyber crystal. And when the Sith makes their lightsaber, they use the dark side of the Force and makes their crystal bleed. That's why it shows up red.
Really?
Yes, that's why it shows up red. But then when a Jedi takes that crystal and heals it, it becomes white. So
So you're saying his dad's sword, his dad's lightsaber, which is Darth Vader.
yeah.
He's gonna have that one,
He
but
used the dark side of the Force to power the crystal and make
Okay.
it bleed, and that's why when the Sith have lightsabers, they're red.
nice. Kylo Ren, he seemed kind of a bee at times to me.
He's throws a little temper tantrum and
Yeah.
starts destroying stuff. Yeah, he obviously could not control his anger, which I'm sure when Luke was training him was trying to get him to control his anger, which he just couldn't do. But Kylo Ren, he just got so
He's trying. It seems like his dad. He's kind of living.
He's obsessed with his grandfather.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, his grandfather.
His grandfather,
Like he can't live up
Vader.
to it or whatever.
He wants to be like Vader.
All right, let's go over the movies and pick from best, your favorite to least favorite. Here you
Where'd
go.
my paper go? Oh, right here.
Let's just quick go over each one.
Okay.
All right, A New Hope. I thought that was awesome. I like learning about Luke and how he's raised on like the farm and how he's wanting to leave the farm, but his dad needs him there to help out.
His uncle.
Yeah,
Uncle.
I love that movie. I own that one.
I like that movie. It's what kicked it off. It started it all. But
yeah,
if they actually wanted to redo this movie with new actors and new movie making technology, I'd have no problem with it.
Oh, really?
A lot of core fans are like, no, you can't do that. No. I wouldn't even have a problem if they retold the original trilogy in animated form like they do in Star Wars Rebels or the Clone Wars.
For those who can't see, I'm wearing a Millennial Falcon t-shirt right now, which I'm pretty proud of.
Pretty
My
awesome.
favorite
shit.
line from that movie, "You'll be dead."
You'll be dead! Yeah, that's a good one.
Empire Strikes Back. That might be my all-time favorite one.
Saw that movie when I was like...
Did you see it in the theater?
7, 8, 9, 8. Yeah, I saw that movie in the theaters when I was like 7 or 8 years old. Oh, May 20. Yeah, I was 8 years old when I saw that movie.
So A New Hope, I know we just talked about that, but that came out in May 1977. That's a
77.
year before I was born. Empire Strikes Back's 1980. All these movies came out in May. Even the later ones like Attack of the Clone Wars, Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
They all came in May.
Yeah.
I like how they're doing December though. I like that better.
Yeah, I like December better too.
So Return of the Jedi, of course. I mean, the epic battle.
That's
I'm Your Father.
probably my favorite one of the original.
Luke versus his dad. That's your favorite?
Of the original, yes, I would say that one.
What stands out to you in that movie?
Luke dueling his father, lightsaber duel with his father,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then being tempted by Palpatine to strike his father down and take his place.
That's when his dad just picks him up and
And,
tosses him.
yeah, when Palpatine, he's not going to do it. Palpatine hits him with the lightning, and then
So that's his name,
Vader says,
Palpatine. I just think of him as like,
Emperor.
yeah, Emperor, yeah.
Yeah,
The next ones were like, kind of fans had a lot to say about all these. Jar Jar Binks, The Phantom Menace. I saw that, I always remember this because I was in the Army when that came out.
yeah.
And I was in Colorado Springs. I saw it in the theater. There was a lot of talk before this movie came out. Like,
I don't remember. I remember seeing it with the BW and my nephew Ron.
yeah.
And afterwards, we went to Walmart and got lightsabers. And me and Ron were like lightsaber dueling in the front yard.
I thought this movie was cool. I like the pod racing. I mean, it was cool. I enjoyed it. It wasn't like nowhere near the original
I
ones.
thought it was awesome because it brought lightsaber combat to a whole new level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like learning about the young Darth Vader, though. That was cool.
Yeah.
All right. So, and then after that was Attack of the Clone Wars. That came out in,
The Attack of the Clones.
thank you. All right. So Attack of the Clones, that came out in May 2002. So I was out of the Army. I saw all these in the theater. I saw all of them except the originals. So this is, they have like, you can explain it better, but this is basically the huge
the
armies.
big Jedi battle at the end of the Battle of Geonosis.
Yeah.
Yeah, and seeing Yoda for the first time in combat, that was iconic. Master Yoda.
Which one does Boba Fett have a huge role in?
Jango Fett. He was the bounty hunter in Attack of the Clones. He's the
one that had like the model.
He's the model for the clones. Yeah.
And then I thought this next one was right up there with the best. Revenge of the Sith. I thought it was awesome.
Sith, yes.
To me, that was like
That's
really good.
That's definitely my favorite of the originals. You know, just the lightsaber battles that they had, the General Grievous duel with Obi-Wan, the Anakin versus Obi-Wan at the end, and Palpatine versus Yoda. I would have handled the situation differently if I was like Obi-Wan or Yoda. I'd be like, okay, let's both go take out the Emperor, then we'll deal with Anakin later. But of course, you do that, and you can't really. That's where the saga ends, I guess.
So that came out in 2005. So that concluded the original book series, right? There were 6 original books.
No, there's 9.
Really?
Yeah, Force Awakens is the first of the last 3.
So that was actually from a book then.
Well, it's been rewritten and redone. New
yeah.
director, new producer, and all that. I mean, Lucas still has rights and executive producer credit to.
So
to
George
all this,
Lucas
so.
wrote that.
No, he didn't write this.
He was just the director. He
didn't direct it. He gave it all over to Disney, and Disney got J.J. Abrams to do The Force Awakens.
I thought he did awesome, by the way.
I'm not too big on that guy. I kind of wish they'd gotten another director to direct Episode 9.
Oh, okay.
Because I know J.J. Abrams is coming back for Episode 9, and
So you got Mel Gibson.
this guy, no, not Mel Gibson.
You don't like his movies? Have you seen
Braveheart? He did good with Braveheart. That's about it.
what's the awesome army movie?
We're soldiers. Yeah, it was all right, but that's a Vietnam.
Hacksaw Ridge.
it's a
Hacksaw Ridge.
Hacksaw. He did Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
that was sweet. Did you see that? I thought
Yeah.
that was good.
It was all right. Yeah.
All right, so where do we leave off? The Force Awakens. All right, so Disney takes over. I thought Disney made this all like so much better.
Yeah. They're gonna give us a lot more movies. You know, they're gonna expand the universe.
So they did The Force Awakens. That came out 2015.
Yeah.
I give that 2 thumbs up. I was like through the whole movie looking for Luke, and then they showed him like right at the end.
At the end of the movie. Yeah,
That's
the end of
crazy.
the movie. Yeah.
So you like that one too?
Oh yeah, I love Force Awakens. Yeah. I
And
like
then
it.
we got The Last Jedi coming up in a couple months.
Yeah. Looking forward to that one. Definitely.
And then
And I'm worried about the Han Solo film. You know, they had 2 directors, the brothers. I think they were. It was kind of like I think they
quit.
They weren't the guys that did Captain America movies, because there was 2 brothers, 2 brother directors that did the Captain America movies, but they quit for.
You know who's
whatever
doing it
reason.
now?
Ron Howard.
Ron Howard, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm worried about this actor. He's got a huge role to fill playing Han Solo. You know,
And that's crazy for them just to quit like that. And like that's wild.
there must have been some really major issues going on with that.
What would
So,
you pick your favorite to least favorite on this?
on this list?
Yeah.
My least favorite is definitely A New Hope, and my favorite, I'm gonna go with a 3-way tie of Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith, and Force Awakens.
My all-time favorite is Empire Strikes Back. And then second, I'd say Return of the Jedi. Third, I would say Revenge of the Sith. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah,
And then I gotta go with the classic. Wait, no, I think The Force Awakens was better than New Hope. And then I'd say New Hope. I like Rogue One a lot.
really, the only thing I liked about Rogue One was at the end when Vader came out there and killed all those rebel scum.
And then that only leaves, I guess, Attack of the Clone Wars and Phantom of the Menace. Those are my least 2 favorite. All right. So we got some interesting, fun Star Wars facts here. Well, I'll let you do the first one.
Okay,
Have you seen this, by the way?
you want me to read this?
Or you just talk about, you don't got to read it word for word or whatever. But, yeah. Have you seen that,
Oh,
by
the
the way?
holiday special. Yeah, no, I saw it when I was a little kid.
Really?
Didn't think much of it. I wish I could see it now, but it got bad reviews, and George Lucas didn't like it at all. And George Lucas pretty much said he doesn't want anything to do with it.
You know, there's an actual website called the Star Wars Holiday Special, and it's got it all like broken down. And
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
the storyline sounds pretty hilarious. Chewbacca, Han Solo,
Yeah, I don't remember it.
celebrate Wookiee holiday. What?
Yeah, it's like Christmas Day for Wookiees, I guess. I don't know, but
All right, so I watched this documentary. It was called "I Am Your Father." It's basically about the original Darth Vader. He's a 6'6" bodybuilder. I believe he's from England, yeah. At the end of the documentary, I actually started feeling bad for him because basically he played this role and they used his voice. And you know, like the end where he takes the helmet off, it's
Yeah.
him, right? So
That's
then,
not the actor that was in Return of the Jedi.
well, that's the thing. That's why I feel bad for him because at the end, they kind of like didn't really give him a heads up on it, and they hired another actor to show his head.
Oh, that's kind of sucked. Yeah.
and
I didn't know
then
that.
then they get what's his face to do the voice.
James Earl Jones.
Yeah, to do the voice. So so they took his voice and his face out of it. It was a really good documentary. He played this funny role where
He
before
changed.
this-
He changed a lot of the lines, like in the Empire Strikes Back when Vader says, "I want that ship, Commander, not excuses." He said what the actor said.
It was his idea, right?
He said, "I want that shit, Commander, and I don't want no goddamn excuses."
Are you serious?
Yeah, he said a lot of, he would change the lines to a lot of bad words because by Empire Strikes Back they knew they weren't going to use, they're not using his voice in the thing. I'm surprised that he didn't know that from the get go.
I thought it was funny. Prior to his role as Vader, his name is David Charles Prowse.
Yes, David Charles Prowse.
He established himself as the prominent figure in British culture as the first Green Cross Code Man. It's basically kind of like he runs out this like green outfit. And he's like, "Okay, kids, look both ways before you cross the street." Like,
okay.
you know, pretty funny.
Carrie Fisher, 5'1", often had to stand on a box while filming with Harrison Ford. She's short. She's way shorter than me.
Dude, I liked her. I thought she's really funny. I saw like her and her mom do.
She's awesome.
Yeah, she was funny like off camera. Like her personality's like really funny.
It's really tragic what way her life turned out. You know, substance abuse, alcohol abuse, depression, and stuff. You know, which it's sad to see someone like that go, and especially like she was one of the first chicks that I like. Wow, this chick is hot. You know.
Whoa. Yeah, she's like an American icon, man. Princess Leia, you know?
Yes. I mean,
I think
people,
a lot of people
like compare like Star Trek better than Star Wars. Captain Kirk, he got all the girls. Well, who cares about Captain Kirk? Han Solo, he got the girl. He got a princess. That's what mattered to me. So
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
he got the one girl that mattered. So boom.
I got the Lego Star Wars game for the Wii U, and it has the line, you know, when Princess Leia is like, "I love you," and he's like, "I know."
I know.
They reversed it in the game. I thought that was funny.
What do you say in the game?
Well, he says to Princess Leia, "I love you," and she says, "I know." I was like,
I know.
That's pretty funny. So the blizzard in Hoth, that scene was real. That's a lot of snow. I thought for sure that was like some Hollywood stuff.
Oh, they couldn't. Yeah, they couldn't recreate all that.
But they were in Norway for that, and there was no special effects used. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Vader's chest piece, ancient Hebrew etched into it. It reads, "His deeds will not be forgiven until he merits." I didn't know
cool.
that. That's kind of a cool, fun fact to know. I didn't know anything was written on his chest piece. I just thought it was a bunch of buttons and lights to help him breathe or whatever.
So
I always
what
thought
that
maybe
means?
that would be a weak spot if you ever get in a fight with Darth Vader.
Yeah, I know, right?
If you can get a blaster shot or a lightsaber hit on that thing, and he's done. It's kind of like how if I had to fight Iron Man, I'd go for that middle piece on that powers his suit. So
Yoda's species name is entirely unknown to the Star Wars universe.
that's something that they might address in the future with the anthology movie. I've heard that Yoda is possibly getting an anthology movie.
They should,
which
right?
I think that would be epic.
They
you
should.
know? I think that, and I don't think that's just one movie neither. I think that's a trilogy on its own.
Dude, in one of those
know?
movies, spinning around, and
That was
Fighting and
that
stuff.
was
That's
the Attack of the Clones was Yoda's first fight.
dude,
scene.
that was he's an awesome fighter.
I can't
man.
wait to play Battlefront 2 because you'll be able to do that in the Battlefront 2 game as Yoda is a playable hero.
Nice.
And Yoda was a guest character on Soul Calibur fighting video game, so that was pretty awesome to be able to have Yoda do that. The Battlefront 2, I'm so looking forward to for two characters mainly, and that's one of them is Yoda, and the other would be Darth Maul. James Earl Jones, Darth Vader voice, was so sure the film would flop that he refused to allow his name to be published on the original credits of A New Hope. Well, that turned out to be a total flop on him because that thing just killed it in the movie theaters back in '77.
Oh yeah.
And the only real smart person of that movie back then at that time was Sir Alec Guinness, because he had it in his contract that he is to get royalties on any aftermarket products like toys and stuff.
Who did that?
Alec Guinness, the guy that played old Ben Kenobi.
Oh really?
Yeah, he got royalties on his his image. So, whenever they sold an Obi-Wan action figure, he was getting money for that. He was getting
I wonder
paid.
why he thought it was a flop. Maybe because it was kind of like the first of its kind.
It was the first of its kind. Yeah.
When did Flash Gordon come out? Was that before this?
1980. It came out the same year as Empire Strikes Back.
Because that kind of had the same outer space.
There was a lot of weirdness in Flash Gordon. Flash Gordon's actually one of my favorite
I love Flash
all-time
Gordon.
movies.
Best soundtrack.
Best soundtrack ever. Yeah.
All right, so Sylvester Stallone was originally auditioned for Han Solo. That is awesome, dude. Can you imagine that?
I could see like a Rocky Balboa Han Solo. Yo, we gotta go find like the rebels, hey. Yeah, that he would suck at that role, And his thing when he walked out of like Lucas's office or whatever after the audition, he had said that, "Oh, I'm glad I didn't get that movie. That'd be stupid to go around in outer space wearing tights." But yet Stallone did Judge Dredd movie where he wore tights and golden shoulder pads.
Really?
Yeah, so
that has to be the same year that Rocky came out, like late 70s, right?
when did Rocky come out? 78?
Like 70, like right around there in 78.
Yeah. Christopher Walken also auditioned for that. Can you imagine him playing? We gotta find the rebels.
Well, I heard George Lucas and Harrison Ford just did American Graffiti, and he was just kind of reading the script for practice, and he just kind of got it on accident or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Han Solo was originally supposed to be an alien, like Chewbacca.
Oh, really?
He was supposed to be an alien.
Is it like that in the books originally?
Lucas's original that he the thing that he wrote, probably he was an alien, but no, I don't think he. I think he when he met Harrison Ford, we had to get this guy's the guy,
Yeah, he nailed it, dude.
And another thing that probably
perfect.
people don't know is when Carrie Fisher, after her audition, she was so worried that she didn't get it. She was like, "Oh, I didn't get this. I know I didn't. I know I didn't." But behind closed doors, Lucas was saying, "Oh, we got to get her. Yeah, she was the one. She was going to be the princess."
Her mom was a big time actress.
Yeah, Debbie Reynolds.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a good one. E.T. Species, Acidononians, appears in Phantom Menace as a political speech in the Galactic Senate.
That's awesome, man.
That's a cool little tie-in, And when the E.T. movie came out, the little kids playing with the Star Wars action figures,
Oh, are they?
Did you see
E.T.?
Yeah, I remember that because I had those same
really?
action figures when I was a kid. I thought E.T. was a stupid movie. I didn't care for it that much, but
I enjoyed
it brought us
myself.
it brought us Reese's Pieces. So Reese's Pieces. So good little treat if you're into the.
You didn't like E.T.?
No, I didn't. I thought it was stupid.
Kind of like one of those classic 80s.
I couldn't stand that stupid alien.
Now, does E.T. exist in the Star Wars universe, or they just kind of plug that in just for fun, you think?
I'm guessing he actually exists in the Star Wars universe. I guess they put him in there for a reason. Is there ever going to be a movie that goes that route and is like starring that species? I hope. I
would like to see some more E.T. in the movies.
I would not have a problem with the First Order of the Empire going to slaughter those people.
Wow.
I think that would be pretty awesome. I think that'd be awesome.
He just wants the phone home.
And he comes across a Sith Lord Palpatine and gets his face fried off with lightning. That'd just be great. That'd be great.
So the phrase "I have a bad feeling about this" is in every single Star Wars film.
Yes.
I'm trying to think. I know, like in certain movies, I definitely remember Luke saying it.
Han says it a couple times.
That's cool. That's in every movie. I wonder if it's in Rogue One too. Also,
I think it is. I think what's her name has said it, or the droid said. I don't know. I had to.
I can see the droid saying it.
I can't remember who says it in Force Awakens. Who would say it in The Force Awakens?
I'm sure it's in there somewhere.
Probably Rey. I bet Rey says it.
I remember Obi-Wan saying it about training Anakin, I think. I don't know. I could be wrong.
No, Anakin said it when on Geonosis when they're tied up on the thing and they're about to be attacked by the monsters. And Anakin goes, I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh, and Han Solo says it when the Ewoks get him in the net, right? Is that when he says it?
Yeah, I don't remember when Han said it. The word Ewok is never said out loud in the Star Wars movie.
But they're definitely Ewoks. The
Ewoks
species?
they're the species of the planet, the forest moon of Endor.
That is kind of weird they never called them Ewoks.
Yeah, well, originally when they wrote Return of the Jedi, it was supposed to be the Wookiee home world Kashyyyk, but they didn't have enough giant people to play like giant hairy people.
I remember
they had a bunch of midgets, so they just said, "Well, dress them up like teddy bears and call them Ewoks." So,
I thought Ewoks were awesome as a kid. I thought
they were fun. Yeah,
I remember as a kid watching the cartoon, the Ewok cartoon.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. Anything else you wanted to say or add?
Just looking forward to seeing the Last Jedi.
Oh, yeah.
And looking forward to November 17th, launch of Star Wars Battlefront 2 video game. But I will not be playing it that night because that night I will be going to see Justice League.
Oh, is that when it comes out?
That's when it comes out.
That's a must-see.
November 17th. Yeah, I will probably be there that night seeing that movie, or the next day before or after. I mean, on Saturday.
This Battlefront's a pretty awesome game.
I love it. Yeah, I mean the first one's kind of weak on like weapons and heroes. You only get 2 lightsaber heroes in the original Battlefront 1. That's Luke and Vader.
Those graphics are awesome, man. It looks like an actual movie to me.
It's going to be the graphics in the new Battlefront 2 is going to be like a quantum surge in graphic talent. There, it's
can you pretty much be all the cool characters. What about like from Force Awakens? Can you be like
in the new Battlefront 2? There's going to be the playable characters we will get from Force Awakens will be Kylo Ren and Rey, and we also get Last Jedi skins, which means we'll like get an old Luke Skywalker.
Can you play as Rey on there?
Yeah, Rey is a playable character. I'd like to see an old Force Awakens skin of Han Solo, an older Han Solo. And eventually they'll have other downloadable characters like Vin and Captain Phasma, the really tall chick that was the chrome armor stormtrooper.
Oh,
Force Awakens.
She's definitely gonna have a bigger role in this movie.
Yeah, she. I think she even gets to take off her helmet in this movie.
Okay,
I've heard. I think, which is cool.
Sweet.
She looks like a cool chick. I mean, she's not the prettiest girl, but I mean, she's still pretty.
1 through 10, what would you rank?
I'd give her a solid 7.
Relationship material for you, maybe?
Well, it looked weird. She's like way tall. I'm like 5'6". She's like 6'5".
And she's on the dark side, so
she's a captain in the.
Would that be a
First
deal
Order.
breaker for you if you're all in a relationship?
I mean, she wanted me. She wanted my short ass. Yeah, I'd take it. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's good stuff, man. I love it.
Ow!
Sorry.
Shit, that hurt. Oh, damn. Ah.
Would you like to bust out another song before we exit?
Met her in a smoky room. Smell of wine and cheap perfume. Oh, a smile, they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers in the night. I got the words, man. Screw it.